Impenifo kan yampa se enche na nipa ediemia. Chairman Wontumi oye Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. 20 years sentence with hard labor court ediama no. A generated conversations bebre. Omo mu jubilate Omo mu die bobo so die bobo. Ebano the legal side as well. What is the way forward for Chairman Wontumi? Lawyer Martin Kpebu wakasa. Sasuna Chairman Wontumi, the former lawyer on this particular case. When you 20 years sentence, hono. Lawyer Andy Kubi wakasa. Or see and there before a sentence in the crab bano. Wontumi, eka assembly, no. Blakk Rata, Kevin Taylor, any happy Chairman Wontumi, the spokesperson, Omuninano, or Mwakasa. Sasuna Prophet Roja, or the Nsembi atuga about Chairman Wontumi. Masrawa, so we share video we no bachrawa amam your comment section ho. Follow Trends GH on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X bibia air Trends GH. Na like video we so emame. Now yanko yenim enche ye bia enemy bechire mu say Chairman Wontumi a High Court judge as sentenced Chairman Wontumi 20 years with hard labor into prison custody. Na ye 20 years sentence no kwa na court edema Chairman Wontumi nambo mu no court esanso fine Chairman Wontumi any afi ne company akonta mining. Now after say judge or sentence Chairman Wontumi 20 years no na bebre na chem so oh na nka o afie omo ani omo hwa say Chairman Wontumi prison service for ever prepare no na car no bebesiwa car no omo batam Chairman Wontumi ashem say impo prison ben na Chairman Wontumi okwa wo. So video apopi apa Chairman Wontumi a prepare na wia eno de omo de Chairman Wontumi ashaka mu a okwa start na 20 years sentence no wo Nsawam prison.
It is finished.
Or Nsawam prison as is here yes. Enumere kredu nti by now no obedi zontoli an eno mirror under war ida nkwan anase banku hu nsensem bia zontoli no yes wo Chairman Wontumi obedi ne de se on die no na so mo bema no papa ye so a how long na obetumi aserve Chairman Wontumi papa ye e won Nsawam prison wo be hwa Chairman Wontumi anopa we okọ court ho no na eyade a one ne spokesperson Palgrave Boache Dankwa na order no call court premises wo inti judge ne sentence Chairman Wontumi into prison custody for 20 years no eno na Palgrave Boache Dankwa one Asempa FM a grantee interviewer ebusha ne akoso no yentie no
sisi na migane ho no omode ne to kam a omode ne Nsawam omode ne Nsawam yes so very very sad so sisi So now, me say, how can we get to this stage in this country? So, Imra. I mean, I don't know. Obi, you're a lawyer, and a lawyer for be brain so Ghana.
Minim say motor ni mo drive it to court no. Na mu di mo hon komo. Was he or Jane who say this outcome bet me see?
Obi, no credit, we didn't expect that outcome, to be fair.
Really?
Because, evidence is near the Atoto, no, so much you could clearly see, say, I did Baku Croy, no Honoma, Yadiaba, I say, Chairman Wontumi personally is involved in illegal mining. There's none, all throughout the cases. So, if you were very hopeful, at least motion nobody at home no for the interpretation at the Supreme Court no on for her leadership ebenya butre na ka watwen and so senior mutse you know when tuning and go ahead with the judgment a very sad day for this country a very sad almost political victimization of a politically exposed individual. So we are not talking about any other person. No. It's the sitting Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, the stronghold of the party and the biggest opposition party. When you are for 20 years, you say illegal mining, go sukoso, and kofugu to wohonum, nanso yenya ho hwe. We will live to see. We can only hope and pray so we can have our country back together. Because we cry a court system and a tribunal in sober.
Interesting times ahead because lawyer Andy Apia Kubi ana oye chairman Wontumi ni lead counsel ebano Samra boy case where ya judgment aba wo hona ye na eba ke ya lawyer Andy Apia Kubi o kire mu say watwe ne ho every case ne ho because of enyoma bi a judge no oye enu na di mu a chairman Wontumi okofa lawyer Atachia say omedwitwanje no when it comes to this particular case, when you 20 years sentence, ewo hono. Intero de me de day sambe wa me. Lawyer Andy Apia Kubi 20 years sentence iba ye. And on TV3, a grantee interview ochem say, "Nea akwoso no odi yaw. Afi enne ansa na sentence no ebaba no. Chairman Wontumi okokota anopa no. Okensem bi ekyere ono lawyer Andy Apia Kubi. Kyese ne edu no."
I am so disappointed with our criminal justice system as shown by this court. I am so disappointed. It's a very dangerous precedent. And this is not Ghana that you hope to be part.
Right. Mr. Apia Kubi, have you spoken to Wontumi in the aftermath of this? Because you say you will proceed on appeal. Are you also returning as his counsel per the narration and the personal pronouns with which you're using?
You see, there's something that I have to share with you. This judgment, Wontumi knew what was happening before he went to the courtroom. He called me this morning and he told me. So he gave me even instructions that if it should happen this way, go on an appeal on my behalf.
So officially, he's asked you to appeal the decision of the court on his behalf, and that's what you're going to be doing.
That is exactly so.
Nti kianake lawyer Andy Apia Kubi wasan abaji case na ebusua oko for appeal. Now after lawyer Andy Apia Kubi in some way audit to dwa and a private legal practitioner lawyer Martin Kpebu aka the Kpebu Nation already ochem say sentence where ya court e dey ama chairman Wontumi no nani age number no ebano the legal partner so what is the way forward for chairman Wontumi obetumi etwitwa age no ho yenkom.
What I heard was very sound. Kudos to Justice Kubi. I'm sure she'll be one of the next candidates to go to the Court of Appeal. She's been in the High Court for long. So we hope President Mahama will look favorably on her and send her to the Court of Appeal. She's done a good job. Look, it takes bravery, eh? It takes a lot of bravery to render this decision. We don't, so we should, look at what can be done to also show the judge appreciation. Not everybody can give such a decision because when you go, sitting in court there and say, hey, is that the Ashanti regional minister? Listen, you see, I'm even saying minister. You see, Chairman Wontumi at a point, they were calling him what? He said he was the governor. Though there was a minister, he said he was the Ashanti governor. And you know what that meant. You see, so on the ground, he wielded a lot of power. And yet here, today, he was in the dock and Justice Audrey Kokuvite was reading the judgment. Then I felt that, oh yes, Ghana is working again. So you see why we had to change the NPP so that the system would work. Because as long as NPP remained in power, Chairman Wontumi was not going to be brought to book. Because he was governor of the Ashanti region. Governor. And today he's been showing his real size, right? Yeah, so it's good. It's a good judgment by all standards. But in the legal system, you can expect that he's going to go on appeal, etc.
So I'm asking, what are the options now, post the sentencing?
Yeah, so a notice of appeal, and then he will be asking for bail pending appeal. Yes, the laws allow it. And that's why earlier on I said if you can demonstrate that the judge got it very wrong, then that is where he can get bail. But if he doesn't demonstrate that, he will continue to serve the sentence. Another option, which I see may well help him and which will support sometime in the future, is when he asks for not in JM's administration, the next NDC administration, because 20 years by our laws, when they give you any term of imprisonment, generally, I'm doing the general rule so that there's no time for the exceptions. The general rule, you serve 2/3. So in this case, you do 20 divided by 3. And then you throw away 1/3. The remaining 2/3 is what you serve. So in this case, if you're doing 20 divided by 3, I think somewhere it will be 6 point something. Now, so you throw away one of the 6. So now he'll be doing a little above 13 years.
Right.
So above 13 years, that's what he should serve. Now, out of this 13 is still very long. So I support a case where maybe by 7 years, if it's any time between 5 and 7 years, if it's granted a pardon with the extra request that he should properly reclaim, apart from the penalty the judge has imposed, if you make available money for this proper reclamation, yes, between 5 and 7 years, if he's this granted a pardon, it's fine.
Now there is a saying say obi akonnode your dompo so no baby say no na baby yeye amanfo edie bobo wa chairman Wontumi 20 years sentence we ho no Blakk Rasta ono de nani age a wo kyerem say enne champagne a oba pape no na onim say chairman Wontumi nkwa na obekọ obobo adam names bi so ho mo a ono Blakk Rasta o hwe nim say omoso omukokodi Nsawam prison.
I am happy and I applaud the authorities for pushing Chairman Wontumi in there. I am so excited that he's there. Tonight I'm going to be popping champagne. I will pop champagne and I'll keep a candlelight event for at least 2 hours. My brother, my sister, when we start jailing the big fishes, the little fishes will learn. If Chairman Wontumi can go in there, next is Edubuayin. Once Kobna Edubuayin also goes in there, Miracles Abuaji and Gift to Owari would all follow. And we shall applaud. My brother, my sister, our nation must be clean. Look at how Chairman Wontumi's lawyer was trying to dribble the court. And the courts finally stamped their authority and pronounced judgment on Chairman Wontumi. Congratulations to the courts. Congratulations to the justice system of Ghana. I can't wait to see Miracles Abuaji in there. I can't wait to see Gifty Owari in there. I can't wait to see Kobna Edubuahin in there. This is not the end of Chairman Wontumi. Are you aware? There are more charges. Once this one has gone through, I don't see why the others will not go through. Nimri Forest, desecration, will also go through. Exim Bank will go through. One man, I'll go and visit him at Nsawam, and I'll tell him, next time, be wise. You see, your party has not been able to save you. Your party will come back to power 6 million years later. Enough is enough.
So NPP at the press conference as so in fact me who a minority leader Honorable Afenyo Makin na ono wo hobi Richard Ahiagba or any other party officials omo nyina wo press conference na se a Chairman Wontumi 20 years sentence we no and semben na omo ka wo ho. What is the way forward? Yankom
Enyanum adofo enanumre ya frem abaha ye pese Ghana ne amansa nyina ehu se ene jaja otranse a odi Ashanti regional chairman Bernard Ntribosi akwa asem no atemu a odi aba no eya atemu a achia na amaye nyina ye hu se sabi amayosem ena atemu afo no woye ya awra won se yadutum se Ghana emra ena ese ye adwuma nanso so emra no nkyerɛ sɛ bi obubu atɛn na achia me nka wasɛm asɛm a ɛda court nanim enne court ni buaye no ne tenten ni tetia ene sɛ obia no wɔ a ɔwɔ prosecution hɔ attorney general office hɔ etimi ka asem ema ne to asum se chema Wontumi sebi no ni nkrata se obetu sebi gold o ya sase so eno enya ade a court no edi akyinie enti a kyerese chema Wontumi no krata ema no kwan se obetu efom agudie asem a court no eka ene se omu gina so a omode chema Wontumi akotwe aban kukom ne se omo se chema Wontumi krata na okra na emrem no ho kwan se obekra sa krata no ode sa krata no ama obi se onfa nkoye adwuma abra lance minister ama approval sebi enche se Wontumi okoye galamsey efi se title na okra no na emrem na edimu boni aban ne kaso waye ne se o se chema Wontumi de ne krata ama obi akoye adwuma aban na mpren so na so e court no prosecution na ntman kire preference ampa adanse o kire se chema Wontumi e de ne krata na sase ama obi se ofa nkoye adwuma aban no ampren so prosecution no o ntman kire judge wodi asem no ese amu ba ye be di adanse na asem o mo kan no eno no do tunsi enieni a ogina so a o ka se chema Wontumi edifo eno ne mmem ye kan circumstantial evidence na so man prove beyond reasonable doubt a back criminal prosecution ese prosecution na se court na edigina so ka asem no obi asem akwa kan ye enu nti na judge na gina so a o ka so de chema Wontumi akoto aban no kukumu ye NPP party no de kan se omampeni Mahama se owo pepapa sebi illegal mining e friend galamsey no obeko ho na so betu ho esa ene wa bemu enkofo bebre wo ma wa okra ogitum se omoto na so omo ye galamsey omampeni de Ghana fo obusa ne se sa asem no akosi sen o party fo no na omo ye no ehu asem no akosi sen na kwakoye se omampeni ni NDC ahonhare a asem ye fa opposition fo no omo edekọ na se omo tu ho asa no ene sa ahonhare ni bi ena asem fa NDC fo ho a omo tu sa asa no egofo di petition ko ma yoko efa NDC or national organizer Joseph Yami ho ene omo vice chairman Abanga Yakubu ho se omo ye galamsey omampeni ni NDC fo ebusa mo se asem no akosi sen uye no fruwa NDC mrasho bejani owo afano south east your friend Mohammed Yakubu ohene bi pam no free na himfie enam se oye galamsey hu no yebuso mampeni se akosisen opa awowin MP or NDC MP ho friend honorable Oscar Ofori Labi ekobi FM Ghana coalition against galamsey ese papa no oye galamsey yebuso mampeni ni NDC fo ne se sa no mane nyina no akwa akosisen before sa akonya reso maka cho mampeni se ensema ehia Ghana fo hwe se obetu hu sa no ena hu sa na otu na emom ni opponent ena wa na adwen se obetu nani ade asi wo so Cocoa farmers po esu sabi encheye ena nso eyirifa amanfo omo nkran ha ene regents ni biaka omampeni kanwadi a wode prosecute opponents no kasa anwadi ni bi no fa ko hye sa ntokwa we mu se be ya flood no sem no engine sem wo mem ha na Jamaica ko wie ne se me hye titafo me hye mo boss NPP chema Wontumi egya ne mu me ka che mo se sabi ene ehia no NPP legal team for no ya ka che mo se omo file appeal no mo challenge decision na judge no edi aba na me wie no me pese wiasem nyina ati ase se chema Wontumi abanko koma de da kotwe no eyamanyosem sabi enya boni bi no akwakoye oye political prisoner amanyosem ti enya de na koto abanko kuom eyamanyosem ti ana NDC aban ena koto abanko kuom na yakopo oti ase no eni se ebrese mo nokre eba bededi meda mu nyina amase
Now, Yambovra Kevin Eko Baby Taylor Nakache. We're making two different posts. Bako, Oposti TV3, or News Card on L was a chairman Wontumi sentenced to 20 years imprisonment with hard labor for engaging in illegal mining. And Kevin Taylor, what was said. The table has turned fully. Now, Kevin Taylor was announced and also Kopiemu. On the Facebook page, we posted chairman Wontumi the picture of our prison. And Kevin Taylor was here posting a flyer or what said Kevin Taylor for national chairman of the NPP. I know the new motto, experienced, dedicated, ready to lead. Now, another astronaut Kevin Taylor was transferred. Now, I say, I commend the court for delivering what appears to be a fair, impartial, and well-considered judgment in the case of the Republic versus Bernard Nkwibwe aka Wontumi. As an aspiring national chairman of the new patriotic party, I believe it is important to uphold due process of law and the independence of our democratic institutions. If the NPP is to re-establish itself as a credible alternative and a party worthy of the trust of the Ghanaian people, we must demonstrate our commitment to accountability, transparency, and the rule of law. In that regard, we should respect this judgment and support every lawful effort to investigate and prosecute any former appointee of our party who may have engaged in financial misconduct or acts that have caused loss to the state. No individual should be shielded from accountability because of political affiliation. This is why I find it troubling that the highly discredited flag bearer of our party, Dr. Mahama, exhibited what I consider to be his infantile trait once again last night by opposing the establishment of the tribunals by Parliament. As if that is not enough, Justin Kodua, who doubles as the General Secretary of the party and thus a lawyer, has literally gone mad, making allegations without any proof while being right-winged by Afanyo Makin, an equally questionable character who serves as our minority leader. Clearly, these questionable characters do not mean well for the party vis-a-vis Ghana, and until we weed them out of the leadership, Ghanaians will continue to see us as a cluster of criminals. Should I be given the mandate to serve as national chairman, I will champion a renewed process of reform within our party. Let me make this emphatic statement that individuals who seek to defend, glorify, or justify criminal conduct must have no place in the future of the NPP. The new NPP I seek to help build and lead must be clean, disciplined, principled, and capable of earning Ghanaians' confidence once again. Our decisions as a party must always be based on what is right and in the best interest of Ghana, and not individuals or a group of criminal cartels. May God bless our beloved Ghana. Kevin Taylor, aspiring national chairman, New Patriotic Party, NPP. Kevin Taylor statement odi ababonte ebusuya. Yenyina no yateye. Na eba no chairman Wontumi ni jail sentence we ya. Prophet Roja or the Nsambia betubia. Now before that October 2025, Prophet Roja okopiem wa Captain Kubi Smart ni show so ema obeka ikra na ebusuya. May that story no. Say Prophet Roja na oken sembi about Captain Smart. Say in future no Captain Smart obebedi MP ema fi so ebedi dimwa Captain Smart obebedi president na dia nyina. Okay, good. Now on that day no Prophet Roja oken sembi about Chairman Wontumi.
Gomi no kai si akra mi hu ade bi afa Chairman Wontumi ho. Ma usi actually number 15. Ghana for amon paya man e be jail in 15 years. 15 years. I'm saying it on TV. Yeah, na dofo mo mpaye man Wontumi. Na dofo e mo mpaye man. Because my own says all over the news.
What was this here?
I am seeing it. Say actually number 15. Na be the TV so say jail Wontumi 15 years. 20 no mo mpaye. Na otia owura bi na so. Owura na nyesi watia owura bi na so. Nipa na watia ne na so no. Oni nipa betena si bedi nkomo ama na nya nkwa. enya freedom freedom ye found ye a free de wonamu no watia na bone so na communication bi ko so wanachi na nyame amma na brabo mu a Ghana fo nyina will come out to see say Prophet Roja Kokano Captain Smart shoes I am seeing 15 and 15 ebi so medaso chana dofo atia mi a otia be ma bi na so na be ma na di nkomo de na sifom 15
Intiende a beto gesa chairman Wontumi court a sentence no 20 years se onkoye adwumaden ewo Nsawam prison no Prophet Roja wakasa na ochirema chairman Wontumi Nigeria ketwa that's second wife no yes our message emano otu na mo a yantie
and the other story I see on 20 years.
Hey,
Onte.
Dabiali wente.
Say news I question on chairman Wontumi say on them 20 years. O ma san sika bi atato. Na se wan nya sika na nka ho a obedam 23 years. Onya san sika na dia 20 years dananim. Hard labor okotigati manazo kwere. Kodo. So for you say 20 years imprisonment with hard labor. Okoya adwuma nya se okodawa ma ade ache. Ya de be pia kotiti gatima kododo.
Hey.
Hard labor dia se wa hu na nka ho.
The very first day, they was a Captain Smart. Aba bontia or Ogusua or born to an as or any talk about the dreamer and then an himself person or MP. They was a video na me yam shame because it was the same day na me Captain Smart they say I was a Captain corporate MP. Na Saturday na me want to mention commission by it was the same day. The Captain Smart unity na me say no asemo baby. Ama Ghana fo bebre be di matem sebi NPP fo bi nom kra be ye video be threaten me be di matem se me nyankopon na ensi china me kai kra sa branche ba akokra do ye video se omudi asem ni wie na de me kan no amasa o me ba be shima sorry dynamic
so na nka ko betime hu bibi because message ni be si uso na nka betime hu bibi
Ali baby a sabi ne yire ketwa no bi a mechia no na me gidi se obi a no wanti me ne onkomoyi ba watia onkomoyi a me din e the Prophet Roja na 20 years we ne de ono na so de enye news ema no
me said o sika na se na yire ketwa no de 20 years enye na nwanwa na se woni na adi hu nkomo
Ali asam ne ba ye no me ne mi hia na sabi me pese me kan sempi but me gidi se omunyina anye dia me kan ye na ani omunyina anye dia me kan ye na ani she was the only person because na da na Saturday aye on night upon na Ali obia ko ba bia ni gidi wo ye be sinenya sia wie sabi kan kese na sabi wa ko kai busuan ne yawo akaya adofo yawo but ye mechanic say onyame kasa sabi aya yenji di onyame kandi the raditi di oya na onim di oya nso
okay matikasa
na minim say bia minimum rani di bia akwanya bi wo se sabi obetimi aya appeal say I don't know but ye bon pa eta na chi
Prophet Roja and some way na odi abetudwa about chairman Wontumi 20 years sentence ho sensem send and the lawyers or more cano say or more court for appeal NPP party no making it clear say judgment ne busua omobo endwo so enwoma bi ensise so just say the state no Wontumi provided enough evidence contrary to near judge no ogina so say an owo enough evidence into no share so the sentence chairman Wontumi 20 years into prison custody no NPP de busua omo different opinion about that sentence no kaneken omobeko for appeal chairman Wontumi the former lawyer on this same case ede no ekopie efiase na lawyer Andy Apia Kubi wachemu say before our judgment ne baba ende due no na Wontumi anopewe waka kire ne say court sentence na dia lawyer Andy Apia Kubi on filing process na no de on call for appeal nti kan na ken asam no etu ntwaye appeal no update ba ebusua meba na mebedwedwom masrawa so we be share video we na we be kyerɛ wadwen amam your comment section ho na share video we sɛ na be ya afoforo so omonsa ebeke bi